They are not comfortable. Like, my feet fall asleep
Well, that's
halfway
because
through.
you're letting them dangle you. There are rungs on it.
I know,
I
but
prop
then-
my
but
legs
then-
up on the rung.
my
pants
God.
are slippery.
I love your pants, though. They're like Olivia Newton-John's in
Thank you.
Grease.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going for.
They're fantastic.
I got chills. They're multiplying.
Anyway, and welcome to the Something Random podcast, where sometimes we talk about movies, sometimes we talk about television, but we always talk about something random. I am your host, Charles Joseph Kelly.
And I'm your co-host, Michael C. Macbeth.
Joel. It's Joel. I'm Joel Adam Chavez.
So, how are you guys doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm good.
You're good. Michael, how's the show going?
What? Oh, good, I assume.
I heard that you were switching out one of the lead actresses.
I was, in fact. What show are we talking about?
You're in Kiss Me Kate right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
at
yeah.
Candlelight. And the character who sings the Tom, Dick, or Harry song, the actress, is switching out for the rest of the run.
Oh, and I'm taking over her spot. Yeah, that's what I do. It's professional swing right here. That's how I roll.
It's not what's happening.
I have no idea what's happening.
Literally just one
my
actress
first
is
day.
leaving and another actress is coming in.
Did
Okay,
she have
cool.
too much Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Oh,
Burn.
yikes.
Yes. Yes,
Joel, how's the painting been? How are your sets for the producers coming along? I know that you guys are in the theater already, so.
I was actually hoping to talk about my love of reality TV, but
Yeah.
painting, you brush and stroke and
Good Lord.
That's what she said.
I don't know. Is that what you were looking for?
Where's
Okay.
the producers going up? How have I not heard of this? I know Jesters is doing producers.
I don't actually know where it's going up, but
That's what she said.
Joel, I know you've been painting it. Oh, so anyways, what have you guys been watching?
Well, I have been watching The Office, which I know everybody else in the world has watched The Office, and I have not. And so I'm on season 7, late season 7. I don't know if, spoilers. It's been 9 years. Okay.
If they haven't seen it by now, I think you can
Yeah.
give some
So Holly and
spoilers.
Michael just moved to Colorado, and I'm very happy for them, but also a little bit sad that Michael Scott can get a spouse and I can't. So that's fun.
Oh.
Existential crisising. It's cool. And I just started watching Westworld this morning, so that's interesting.
How are you feeling about that so far?
So far, I really dig it. I think it's really an interesting concept.
There's only one season of that out so far, correct?
There's only one season on demand, so I think so. Yeah.
I have not watched that yet.
It's pretty good. I would recommend it. There's a lot of nudity, so it's uncomfortable sometimes, but it's
I
good.
know. You've never seen a titty in real life.
Not in real life, nope.
Okay. Cool.
Joel, what have you been watching?
I've been watching Unreal. Are you familiar with Unreal? I mean, it's not really. It's a farcical, not really mock up of reality TV.
Is that like a Frozen farce? A farcical, get it?
Guys.
It's good. Actually, the acting is really good. It has Shiri Appleby and Constance Zimmerman, and basically they play really vile human beings who are the producers of a fictitious dating show. And I mean, they are horrible human beings, and I love it.
This sounds incredible. What is
It's
the show
incredible.
called?
It's called Unreal. It's on Lifetime, and it is so good.
Is it like? I'm not gonna lie. I looked at my phone. I got distracted. So
You're good.
So is it like a real reality show, or is it like a pretend scripted reality?
Yes.
Scripted show.
Yeah, it's a scripted show that attempts to show. That's a lot of
Lots of shows.
Yeah, lots of shows. It's kind of giving you a fictitious behind the scenes look at something like The Bachelorette. Only
my
this
gosh.
fictitious show is called, I think, like Ever After or something like that, or Enchanted After, some such nonsense. And it's
I feel
it's
like you're
so
just
good.
taking different movie titles and trying to blend them into one.
You need to watch it. So the acting is unreal.
This
And
sounds
I didn't
amazing.
it's a Lifetime show. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little embarrassed to discover it was a Lifetime TV show, but it's so good.
What? I mean, Dance Moms is a Lifetime TV show.
There's lots
Is
of
it?
good things on
Yeah,
Lifetime.
Dance Moms was on Lifetime.
Dang.
The internet ruined my life. That's a good one sometimes. Mhm. Yeah, there's that. She's a female game designer. Why does my mic keep going this way? It's rude. Stay.
I think you need to tighten the thingy on the top.
That's
The
what
thingy
she
on the
said.
top.
Yeah.
I'm going to destroy this and it's going to fall and it's going to make an unpleasant sound. Oh no, I fixed it. Yay, cool.
Yay.
All right, cool.
Yay,
what were
you
we talking
did the
about?
thing.
I did the thing.
TV shows on Lifetime and
So the internet ruined my life.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's this chick and she made a really popular video game. I want to say it's Overwatch, but I'm probably wrong. And they like doxed her and shit. Like all these like internet male trolls came out and they were like, ladies can't make video games. And they like doxed her and she had to move and then they doxed her again and then like they did the thing where they call the SWAT team and stuff. Like
That's so fucked up when they
so
do that.
fucked up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All
Have
because
you
she
heard
was
about
like
that kind of thing.
I've heard of it happening with that one woman the first time. I didn't realize it was like an ongoing saga.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I mean, it's a thing. Well, just like with the SWAT team, that's just a thing that they will do to just anybody when just.
if you piss them off, they'll send the SWAT team
Yeah.
to your house, and the
It's
SWAT
so-
team has to like follow up on that. Mm-hmm. So you're just chilling in your house, in your underwear, watching movies or shit,
Playing a
and
video game and
Yeah.
SWAT team just
busting your house.
Swats in.
and
Wow.
Swats in. Yeah.
I can't even imagine this.
It's super fucked up.
It sounds super fucked up.
Yeah. Doxing is the worst.
I'm also watching this show called The Royals.
The Royals.
the Royals.
Yes.
Sounds awesome.
It's so good. It's on E. It's scripted, and it's a fictitious look at the royal British family, but like not the actual British family. So
Well,
the
obviously.
matriarch instead of QE2 is Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, okay.
And there's also, she has 3 younger kids, and they're twins, and one is a cokehead, and the other one is like has middle child syndrome. And then the oldest died, but did he? But oh my God! And then the king was killed, and he was murdered, and they found out it was this one dude. And then oh my God, the intrigue! It's so trashy and fabulous.
Those are the
I love
best.
Trashy Fabulous.
Yeah.
I have been watching this new
yeah.
show on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It's called Nailed It.
I keep seeing that popping up on my Netflix.
Oh my gosh, it is incredible. They take people who think that they're bakers at home, like they have a passion for baking, but they're not great. And they bring them into the studio, and it's a Netflix original. It's very new, so it's not very high quality yet. But they show them, like, they do a first mini challenge, and they're like, okay, you each get to pick, like, whichever cake pop or whatever you're doing, but they have to replicate it. So they get the recipe, but they have to replicate it, and they have like certain amounts of times. And then the final challenge is like they do essentially a big cake, and they can either call for help and have like one of the professional chefs help them for 3 minutes. But my favorite thing is the host. She's just like this sassy woman. And you can, if you completely fucked up the first challenge and you need extra help, you get this button and it has her face on it. And she just goes and annoys the other competitors for 3 minutes to distract them.
That's amazing.
Everything they ever produce is such a steaming pile of feces. It is so bad. And they always have to unveil it. And they're just like, nailed it. It is
sounds
cool, though.
awesome.
There's a woman from Fort Collins on the show.
What?
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
I recommend it. It's so bad and so good.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of Iron Chef. It's like a steaming pile of crap.
Well, like as I'm watching it, I'm like, I could do that. I could make these flowers out of fondant. Oh, fuck, I couldn't. This is exactly what those people thought when they came on here. There's one guy and he's like, I don't need a recipe. And so he just makes his own creation, and it's such a shit show. It's incredible. You should watch it.
That sounds pretty great.
Yeah, beyond that, I haven't had a ton of time. I've had a lot going on and working on a lot of projects that can't quite talk about all of them yet. But
As per usual.
yeah. But yes, I've been busy, so I haven't had a ton of time to watch a lot of television.
No, I feel you. I'm busy too with my massage business and doing shows and going to Florida and things.
How was Florida? Did you come back married?
No, not this time.
Okay. We were taking bets.
I did go to a gay nightclub, though, with a friend of ours who I think we talked about last week, so we can name drop Josh Nelson. Went to a gay nightclub with him. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like I've been left out of the loop. Sorry, I've been busy painting my set pieces and going to shows. Oh, speaking of shows, I did go see Fun Home.
Oh, how was that? At Midtown?
Yes.
Nice. How was that?
it?
I was busy walking around upstairs. I don't know.
Insert crickets.
I have no words for you right now.
And you know who I ran into when I was up there?
Who?
Maya.
Oh, okay. I get it. How is she?
That was a good joke.
I haven't seen her in a long time. Feels like forever.
She was enjoying the show, so I was busy talking to people up there. So
Okay.
I don't know if she enjoyed the show. I don't know if I enjoyed the show.
Oh, good to know.
Luckily, out of all of your impressions, I think your Maya impression is spot on.
I think we need to hear your Maya impression, though.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. We have to let him get into character.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
It's like she was in the room with us right now.
Maya, is that you?
Oh my God.
Well,
Wow, that
yes,
was
it is.
such a-
What are you doing here?
I am impressed. You could
Hey,
take this
CJ.
impression on the road. You really
really
like to be
could.
called Charles on the air.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Charles.
Hey, Charles.
My goodness.
Charles.
Hey,
Joseph.
Michael.
Hey.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my regular voice now.
Okay.
All
Bye,
right.
Maya. It was nice to talk to you.
Bye, guys.
So, moving on.
So,
Moving on.
okay, I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Between Stanley Kubrick, Martin Scorsese, or Steven Spielberg, who is the better one?
I don't know any movies by any of those people.
That's not surprising. Do you have any examples? Of
Yeah,
movies
I
that
need
they've done?
examples for movies. What has Stanley Kubrick done?
He did Eyes Wide Shut.
Haven't seen it.
He did 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Haven't seen it.
He did Full Metal Jacket.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. How about who wore it best? Three-piece suit. Go.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Steven Spielberg's suit. It's whatever. It's fine. I don't like that I'm the only person doing the Googling.
I am currently
I know
Googling
what they
right
look
now,
like.
Charles.
So
Well, I asked you to pull one up so that I could see it.
I've got
so
Martin
do we
Scorsese.
each-
She has
I have Spielberg.
okay. Well, Kubrick's also dead, so he's probably wearing it much better right now. 6 feet under.
That sounds
zombies.
like a
I like it.
decomposition joke.
Movies has Martin Scorsese done? Silence, 2016.
It's not a picture of the suit.
Martin
I need to-
Scorsese. He
I
did the
would-
Gangs
I'm
of
not-
New York. He did the Gangs of New York,
Oh,
and
that was a good movie.
some other
Shutter
things.
Island?
He really likes Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay. Wolf of Wall Street. That was him. Okay, cool.
Was that okay?
Looks like it.
I'm not saying if you put it better in their movies, if they've worn it
I know.
best.
That's what I was
I'm
asking you
trying
to pull
to
up pictures
decide
of.
who
So
is
this
the best
this
director
is-
here because
this
I
is
don't know.
Kubrick.
That's not him in a suit. I need.
Yeah, I think I need
That's
him in a
the
suit.
point. He doesn't wear a three-piece suit.
Oh, is he
By
like too cool
default,
for three-piece
yeah,
suits?
So
he
he's
has a whole
DQ'd.
professor. He has a whole professorial thing kind of
You know,
going for him.
I'm just gonna go with
That's cute.
Steven Spielberg across the board.
I don't know. Martin Scorsese's got this like Silver Fox shit going on, and it's pretty cool. Changed my mind.
Oh, it is a tight race, and they're
Yeah.
also both alive. So there's that.
Yeah, dead and decomposing.
Okay, so
zombie
here's another
Stanley Kubrick.
question. A similarity that they all share: glasses. Who wore it best?
Oh, definitely.
Scorsese,
Yeah, Martin Scorsese.
He's styling and profiling, especially with those eyebrows, man.
right? He's got like nice bushy, full eyebrows.
Like it works.
What a dish.
Work
It
it,
does-
man.
What a dish! I like that.
He's actually super adorable. I kind of want him to be my uncle.
Uncle
Is that
Martin,
weird?
can
Yes.
you take me to one of your movie premieres, please? Uncle Martin, can I play with your Oscar?
That sounds really dirty.
I don't know what you're
I don't know how I feel about that.
If I was a child and my uncle had won an Oscar award, do you think that I would not be practicing my own Oscar speeches all the time with it?
It's true.
Okay, speaking of Oscars, did you hear about Kate Winslet? Kate Winslet? I saw this on like the Graham Norton show.
No.
And apparently she puts her Oscar in the loo. It's in the bathroom, like on the back of the toilet or some such thing. And she's like, because everyone wants to practice their Oscar speech. So if someone goes and what someone's been doing if they go in. And she's like doing this with like her proper British accent. And she's like, yeah, so people come out of the loo and they were only going to go take a pee, but they've been in there for 5 minutes and they come out. And I'm like, so how was your Oscar speech?
That's brilliant.
And it really is.
Yeah, like true confession time. I would 100% do that.
Honestly, that's so cool. Like, I wish I had friends who won Oscars. Like, if I ever won one, that's where it would go.
I know, absolutely.
Also, I pee constantly.
All the time.
So I would just get to look at it all the time.
You would like live in the bathroom.
I pretty much already do.
Okay, so this would not be abnormal for you. It would just be an additional thing.
Yeah, just it's great.
All right.
All right, what's next?
So I've got a 6 degrees for you.
Oh, shit. All right.
So if you haven't listened to the show before, the rules of 6 degrees are simple. I have to have the 2 actors, link them together. You need to know the name of the actor, the name of the movie. You can use television as well, but you can't use large cast ensembles like Saturday Night SNL or 30 Rock.
Okay.
So, Michael and Joel.
Okay.
For you today, I would like you to connect Robin Williams
Okay.
to Renee Zellweger.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going to give you, I'll put 5 minutes on the clock. And while you two are deliberating, we will take a brief word from our sponsors.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So Robin Williams to, who are we connecting it to?
Renee Zellweger.
To Renee Zellweger.
He was in...
Hey friends, this is your humble host, Charles, just checking in to see how things are going. So, if this is your first time around these parts, welcome. Are you a hugger? We have lots of those around here. If you're a regular, you know the deal. I think you are an absolutely beautiful person and smell like sunshine. If you'd like to add to the show, we would love for you to do that. Send in any questions you have for us on any of our social medias, or send them into podcast@something.random.media.com. If you get the chance, you should definitely check out our other 2 shows, Working Out the Kinks and Talk and Roll, both of which are absolutely fantastic, and I can't recommend them enough. Search for either on your podcast app of choice. As always, thanks again for checking out the show, and I love you.
It's okay.
I'm not very much help with this.
So
Okay, so we didn't solve it.
It's been 7 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys didn't solve it.
That's
okay. So what I had is Renee Zellweger was in Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago.
Damn.
With John C. Reilly, who was Amos.
Oh, he's been in everything.
Who was in Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore, who was in The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler, who was in Shakes the Clown with Robin Williams.
Boom. There
Never
it is.
seen that, so I wouldn't have done that.
I've not seen Shakes the Clown, but that was a good one.
Yeah, I thought for sure you guys would be like, oh, Renee Zellweger was in Chicago.
Yeah,
And then,
of anybody here. I don't know why.
and then had gone from there. But
Well, I don't like Chicago.
I mean, that sounds about typical.
I'm not surprised.
Nobody asked you, though.
So for your punishment, I'm not going to really make it a punishment because it's a movie I want you all to watch anyway.
Okay.
I want you all to watch Get Over It.
Get over it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, okay. Not get out, but get over
Yeah,
it.
Get Over It.
Get over
Okay.
it. Okay.
It's my favorite movie.
Is it
of
on
all
Netflix?
time. I think so. If not, I have a copy.
Okay.
Basically, it's a musical. It's a high school is putting on a musical version of A Midsummer Night's Dream,
Oh, my God.
but it's also the story of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just the
So
cast.
it's a show within a show.
Yeah, but the cast is incredible. Yeah, it's Kirsten Dunst, Martin Short, Cisco, Vitamin C, Carmen Electra.
All the people you named earlier. Okay.
But that will be cut out. So
Get Over It is not on Netflix. However, the Bring It On movies are, so.
yeah, they recently came out with a new Bring It On movie.
Oh, did they?
Yes, it went
Is
like
this
straight.
like a third one?
No, this is like number 6. I
Damn.
think.
A lot.
6 or
There's been a
7.
lot. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
how many do they need to make?
Well, they made like 6 movies and a musical. So,
What? Aren't
yeah,
they
the
all
musical is
musical?
great.
Oh, the musical, a stage musical.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Musical is a steaming pile of garbage.
It's incredible. You take that back.
I heard the choreography was really good for it.
Yeah, the choreography is really good. I like a couple songs. You can tell that Lin-Manuel Miranda was a co-writer on it because there are definitely songs, and I'm like, oh, that's Stay Alive from Hamilton, and it's not.
As a sidebar, this whole conversation will be cut out because they talked about this last episode.
Did they?
They had a whole conversation about how I hate Bring It On the musical.
Can we talk about Rise?
You can talk about Rise.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard quite. So it's the TV show that's basically done by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What?
And it's produced by him, and basically it's a bunch of high school. It's like Glee, but like gentrified.
Okay.
If you can gentrify Glee anymore and stereotype it anymore. But yeah, it's on NBC, ABC, I don't know. And all of these theater nerds on the Book of Faces are losing their ever-loving minds about it in not a good way. Like, it is so far removed from reality, and I think people are like, Lin-Manuel Miranda, you have disappointed us greatly.
No.
I mean, to be fair, I don't always trust other people's opinions because everybody thought La La Land was the best movie to ever be made.
La La Land was a steaming pile of garbage.
It made me...
I third that feeling.
I almost walked out of the theater. It was so bad.
It was crap. Like, the one thing I was completely invested in, which was their relationship, with spoilers, but it's a garbage movie, so don't watch it anyway. But, like, the one thing I was invested in was their relationship, and then they don't end up together, but then they do this, like, shitty, like, this awful...
alternate ending.
Alternate
of, like,
dream sequence
It made
thing.
no sense.
Like, it was stupid. Like, commit. Like, what a cop-out. Commit to your stupid ending. Like...
I agree. The plot was stupid. The music was stupid. The singing was weak ass. And if you're going to auto-tune, at least auto-tune well.
Right.
But I do have to say, visually, it was enjoyable. I'm not saying the dancing was any good, but like visually, the panoramas and stuff like that, that was
an artistic,
pleasant.
cinematic standpoint. But yeah, I felt that Requiem for a Dream had a love child with Amelie.
Neither
And
of which
that
I've
love
seen.
child was the last 5 years, but then it got dropped on its head as a baby, and it was just a disappointment of something that could have been great, and really it was just, I could have eaten a box of movies and shit out a better story.
Yeah.
Is how
It was an ice cream cone of sadness.
So, like, tell me how you really feel about that, Charles, 'cause
it was horrible.
it was utter garbage.
It was
I would agree.
trash.
It was so not good.
So anyway, moving on.
Moving on. What's the next thing? Is the next thing me?
Nah.
Okay.
No, that's Joel. That's me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Joel,
Are
get
there
on it then.
any good, speaking of nice segue, are there any good romance movies out there? Can we just like talk about that for a minute?
The last 5 years.
Yes, because even though they don't end up together, it's still beautiful.
And let's talk about that for a sec, because relationships don't always have to be we're going to be together forever or we're going to break up. Like, why can't we just appreciate it for what it is and what we've experienced and what we've grown through, right? And that's the magic and the beauty of the last 5 years. I cry from the first note until 2 hours after I've finished watching the movie. It's so good.
You're tearing up right now, Michael.
Perfect. It's so good. I don't know what to do. It's so good.
I haven't finished watching it. I have to say, I just get interrupted all the time. You know, I have to go like paint
You're
a
going to go
set.
home and you're going to watch it tonight.
I do have my feelings about some of the vocal choices Anna Kendrick makes in the actual movie version.
That's the only one that I've ever seen.
Well, that's the only movie version.
Jeremy Jordan is a god.
Yeah. Fact. But as the character, she does the character very well.
Yes.
There's just a couple vocal choices that she does.
The hard R's.
The hard R that she does every time.
But I do think I do like that she made a choice and she stuck with it because everybody's familiar with the Broadway cast soundtrack.
Yeah.
And to do the same exact things the same exact way, it would just sound like a bad parody of it. Kind of like in the new It movie. A lot of people had beef with Bill Skarsgård and his It versus
The original Pennywise, whoever it was.
Tim Curry versus Tim Curry, and I'm like, you can't do Tim Curry because it would look like a bad copy.
Right.
You know, you have to do your own thing. So, yeah, I agree with you. She made some interesting... I mean, they both did. I love Jeremy Jordan, but there were some riffs that I didn't love as much as the originals.
But there were also some things... I mean, watch it.
But yeah, but you can hear every emotion in Jeremy Jordan's voice, and, you know, it sends those tickles to a nice little place. If you know what I mean.
I really liked Shape of Water. I thought that was a great romance movie. Have y'all ever
haven't
seen
seen
it?
it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Now
I've
one
been-
of us. The tables have turned.
I mean, theoretically, yes, I've seen it, but no, I have not seen it.
What does that mean?
What does that
Charles
even-
has seen it. I've never seen it, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't actually
Okay.
discuss it.
Oh, okay. So the fish sex movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen, I know you've seen that mashup where The Shape of Water theoretically happens at the same time as Hairspray?
What?
What?
In, like,
This is a new
I
thing.
have not seen
oh, yeah. So, and, like, it's canon. Like, around, they're both in, like, 1962-ish. Hairspray and The Shape of Water are happening at the same time, like, in the same area.
That's awesome.
Like they're in like Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shape of Water is set in Baltimore.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
So it's like, as Tracy Turnblad, it's like, good morning, Baltimore. Like, there's the fish sex happening next door. Like, yeah.
That's amazing.
So
Is that on YouTube?
Now that you talk about it, I think I remember.
it was like a written like, tweet
reading
Tumblr
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But-
I need to find that. But okay, so here's the thing: people, I don't know what beef people have with Shape of Water.
Bestiality.
Well, to each his own.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure
what
it's
is trying to
illegal.
tell
If
us,
it's
Joel?
a fish
'Cause-
god, come on now.
I think that's illegal still in most states.
It's illegal. But
most
so here's the thing: the issue that people have aside from the bestiality. So when I was watching this, I found that it would go, from the first note, it was so wonderful. And then like 5 minutes in, as like the credits and stuff, you know how the opening credits happen. And I was like, well, I'm in love with the music here. Alexandra Desplat. That popped up and I'm like, I love this movie already. So Guillermo del Toro did an awesome job with the music that he chose for this. And, I felt like that really put it on a really solid footing. And the story was the romance between the two characters, although honestly, the fish acting was better than Sally Hawkins. And, that notwithstanding, the fish acting was better, but I found that the actual romance and the story around which Guillermo del Toro constructed it was it was super romantic and not in like a schmaltzy kind of way. It was very like tender. Schmaltzy.
Is that
10-point
can
word.
you use? I mean, you did use it in a sentence. Can you
please
define
use
it
in a different sentence?
Can you use it in a
So
different
schmaltzy is
Spell that,
a
please.
saccharin, like overly sweet.
Okay.
Oh.
I was like, that's another word I don't know.
Overly sweet, and you're
Okay.
just like, oh, that's so sweet.
Gross.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that.
I don't think I've ever thought something was too sweet in my life. In my mouth.
That's what she said.
Yes, well done. I did read a thing, I believe it was on Tumblr, that said that The Shape of Water is essentially the movie Splash. Which
I did see
have you
that.
seen Splash? That's funny. It's got Tom Hanks in it, I think, right?
Yeah, it does.
Could you give us your Tom Hanks impression there, Joel?
Let me clear my throat a little bit. Madison, where's Madison?
Is this it's Tom
great
Hanks?
Impression.
That was so good.
Joel.
You
It
should
was
take
from
that on the road.
Splash.
It was from Splash. I
Really
recognize
good.
the name Madison.
But Shape of Water is, in fact, very much like Splash, except for it's more romantic and it's kind of
And less like cheesy. And she's not a mermaid.
correct.
Yeah.
And
it
not
doesn't have Tom Hanks
It's not
and-
slapstick. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like Splash had a lot of slapstick, but there are a lot of similarities.
Nice. It's like your quintessential 80s movie.
Right. I
Which,
loved it.
Speaking of quintessential 80s movies, I have a how it shouldn't have ended.
Oh, I don't get to talk about my romance movie.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
yeah, let's
I,
hear it.
sorry, it was the perfect segue, but
It
continue.
was,
Go for
no.
it. Please tell us about your romantic movie.
Love and Basketball.
Oh, is that with Sanaa Lathan in it and some dude?
Some dude.
It's probably one of my all-time favorite movies just because it goes through their relationship as a friendship, and they're not, it's kind of what you were saying with Last 5 Years, where it's not, it came out like 25 years ago.
So if you haven't seen it,
yeah.
cry about it.
But I actually think a lot of people haven't because it's a predominantly black movie. So a lot of people in this area probably have not seen it.
That's true.
But yeah, they have their ups and their downs, and they're both with different people at different times. It's my favorite romance movie. Also, there's nothing like an early 90s sex scene where the slowed R&B starts playing.
So many
and they
babies
just
were conceived to R&B.
Yeah, and it just pans up the back of the body, and you just see oh my gosh, it quintessential in early 90s.
Which
Boys to Men, man.
yeah, some Boys to Men. That's how I learned about sex. I was like, oh, well, I mean,
you still don't know much about it.
Yeah, I wasn't. I had to close my eyes on those parts.
It does have Sanaa Lathan in it. It was in 2000. And by the way, when I Googled it, I just Googled Sanaa Lathan. And apparently there is some beef going on between her and Beyonce.
Oh, shit. She
and
pissed off the queen bee.
No, not even that. The question is whether or not she bit the queen bee.
She bit the queen bee?
I hope she bit the queen bee.
Please tell me she bit the queen bee.
Hold up.
That's incredible.
Am I the only person who doesn't like Beyonce? I don't.
I like her. I'm not as obsessed with her as the masses.
Dude,
but
Love and Basketball isn't on Netflix either.
No.
I have it on VHS.
Oh, cool.
my God.
Well, that's completely
wait.
useless.
No, I recently bought it on DVD.
Look at you.
I forgot.
Joining the rest
Because
of us.
I got that on DVD when I got my Grease 2 combo pack.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. I love Grease too.
So,
I do too. For the record, I, Charles Joseph Kelly, love Grease 2.
I, Michael C. Macbeth, have no beef with Grease 2, and I think it is a national treasure.
And can we just this triumvirate kind of seal the deal and say Grease 2 is in fact better than Grease 1?
It is.
In a different way.
Well,
I don't think they're even on the same planet.
They really aren't.
But
it's so good.
Women are from Mars, men are from Venus. No, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Sorry, I get them.
I have a penis.
So, okay.
I would just like to explain really fast what just happened.
Bob's
high
Burgers.
five.
Michael and I just had a moment, and we high-fived.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
you need to
And you
know.
didn't miss.
We didn't miss,
didn't
but just
miss. It was
since
incredible.
the
Good
listeners
job.
can't see what we're doing, I just need
yeah.
to let everybody
That's
know
amazing.
what's happening here in the studio.
Right, exactly.
So,
Michael's doing his thing again,
Oh,
where
geez,
he
Michael.
limbos slowly under the microphone. You did it!
I did it again.
yeah. So anyway, I pulled up the headline on people.com.
Oh, that's a reputable source.
It is. And the headline is actress Sanaa Lathan denies she bit Beyonce.
Of course she does.
Although report claims she did. And it involves, you're going to love this, listeners.
God.
It involves Chrissy Teigen and Tiffany Haddish because apparently they were there. Okay, and there's a hashtag for this.
A hashtag?
The
What's the
hashtag
trending
is
hashtag?
Who Bit Beyonce.
Oh my God, that's incredible! How is that a thing?
How have I not heard about this yet?
Welcome to Google and the things you didn't know.
When did she bite
Okay,
her?
so let me. Do you
I
want me
would
to read
fully
this
own,
article?
for the record, I would fully own if I bit Beyonce and be like, yeah, I sure did.
That girl's been in this mouth.
So okay, the
It's funny
article reads
because it has many meanings.
Yeah.
How that could have been.
Yeah.
Thanks for that explanation there. Thank you.
The hashtag Who Bit Beyonce conspiracy continues.
Oh my God! It's a conspiracy.
I know, right? Though Chrissy Teigen and Tiffany Haddish remain tight-lipped about revealing the identity of the actress who allegedly sunk her teeth into Queen Bee at Jay-Z's December concert after party in Los Angeles, a new report claims the unnamed celebrity is Love and Basketball star Sanaa Lathan. Gets better. It was not an aggressive bite. It was playful and non-invasive, but caught Beyonce off guard, according to TMZ sources on Tuesday.
She just got a little nibble in
Gently
there.
placed
Just like
her mouth on. Does it say where she bit Beyonce?
Hold up, let's see. The site
Wait,
also...
let's take bets. I'm betting left shoulder.
Oh, dang it. That's a good one. That's a good bet. I'm going to say right bicep. That's like the tricep area. Right outer arm.
Outer arm. Okay.
I'm going to say her booty because it's bootylicious.
Peyton, do you have a bet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Where would you like to bite Beyonce?
Oh, he's blushing. He's blushing.
Everywhere.
Oh,
Everywhere, he says.
Everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, I get it.
Respect.
So it says Oh, I'll get to this in a second. The site also reported that Lathan, 46, was, quote, talking to Jay-Z in a way that made Beyonce uncomfortable.
So she's
end
bitter?
quote. Leading the mother of three, 36, to confront Lathan, who, quote, brushed off any insinuation of inappropriate conduct and then gave her a jokey bite. However, no further information in this article, but under more from people.com. If you go down a couple of articles, well, the fourth article listed is Tiffany Haddish defends herself from Beyonce fans after saying singer was bitten in the face.
In the face?
In the face?
That's
She bite her on the-
aggressive.
Well,
Like, how do you actually
aggressive,
nibble?
be aggressive. That takes on a whole new meaning in this situation.
I mean, honestly, I think that makes Joel mostly right because it was a cheek, just a different cheek.
It just
Yeah.
was a different cheek.
Yeah.
All right, well, Joel, there you go.
And Chrissy
How do you
Teigen.
playfully nibble somebody in the face?
Oh,
I'm gonna
sorry.
start doing that.
I just,
Like-
come here, let me just nibble on your nose. Nibble, nibble, nibble. I mean, like, how does that happen?
And how does that catch you off guard? Because I feel like you would see that
You can
coming.
see an open mouth
Just
coming
like,
towards you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. So like Daily Beast, TMZ, Elle, Jezebel, they're like all reporting on this. The Daily Mail, Elite Daily, Pop
I'm a
Sugar.
little upset I haven't heard
This
about
is
this
so
yet.
recent, you guys. There's a CNN article from an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so this is like brand new.
But the fight, apparently the biting happened in December, but like
Oh.
it's blowing up now.
How is anyone even allowed to get close enough to bite Queen Bee's face?
That's
I mean,
that's
yeah.
a legit question.
Seriously, I don't care who you are. I feel like she would not let you that close.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just yeah. So anyway, we're a bit off topic.
Yeah, we have gone down the rabbit hole.
So Michael, you were going to say something and it had to do with like the 80s or something.
Oh yeah, no, I had a perfect segue into how it shouldn't have ended, and then Charles ruined it, but that's
I
fine.
did.
So how it shouldn't have ended this week. Back to the Future. How should it not have ended? Give me an alternate ending for Back to the Future.
And how it
there's-
should not have ended.
Yeah, there's always the obvious that like he does fuck his mom and then just ceases to exist.
Would he
That's
cease to exist,
disgusting.
or would he come back with like four noses?
I mean, because he would,
So if he
be his
had
own
sex with his own
dad.
mother, right? Then
Like-
it would create a time paradox. He would not, because his dad would not have impregnated his mom. Therefore, he would not have existed to have sex with his mom in the first place.
unless he impregnated her, and
But then
he
it
just
wouldn't be
became-
Marty McFly. It wouldn't be Marty McFly that came back in time to impregnate her because
Yeah.
he never existed in the first place. Time paradox doesn't work.
Yeah,
But
movie just
I
ends.
don't know if that
Movie
would
just ends. It just goes to black.
I don't know if that's the case though, because you were assuming that
credits.
he impregnated her, and the fact is, we know that Marty's mom did not get pregnant with Marty at the whatever under the sea. She just wouldn't have wound up with McFly. She would have wound up with someone else, not
that's-
necessarily Marty, because Marty would have to gone back. So it's possible she would have wound up with Marty McFly because she was left bereft and heartbroken because her son, who she didn't know was her son, Calvin Klein, because Calvin Klein disappeared.
Right.
So like, I'm in a shambles. So Marty, like, or Daddy McFly, whatever his name
Daddy
was.
McFly.
Daddy
That's what
McFly's
his name is
in.
now.
And,
McFly's in.
and says, "Hey, I'm here. You can cry on my shoulder." And she'll be like, "Okay." And then they have sex.
And then bounce.
Okay.
So there's no guarantee that like she would have gotten knocked out because
in my version, they have sex, and that's just the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll credits. Goes to black.
So
Everything
are we
explodes.
talking about all of the Back to the Futures or
I
just
think-
the first? Because I have a different one from the third one.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
What if Doc went back to like Cleopatra's time and he flew in on a sphinx? You know, instead of like a train.
Oh,
Oh.
well.
Well, so
How would
That would have changed their Holy
did
Roman
he Go
Empire.
back to
But
the,
I mean, how would that change like the ending?
Well, that
So-
would have changed the empire because that means that Cleopatra would not necessarily have wound up with Mark Antony or Caesar. So it's possible Caesar would not have been stopped and the Holy Roman Empire would not have fallen and it would have been not been et tributé. So we don't know where we would be politically.
Well,
and
I
that's all
feel
have to
like
say.
you're going way into like, what if the entire movie was different and changed history?
and I feel like Doc Brown would not be that irresponsible with time.
I don't know.
What another thing I would like to see have how it ended is in the initial like the Power of Love is playing and
Oh, yeah.
yeah
Is that Celine Dion song?
No,
it's a power of love.
Huey Lewis in the News
Dun, 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 dun.
and
Don't need money.
Calvin, that's his name.
Calvin Klein, a.k.a. Marty.
Oh, is that what Marty McFly
Because he had Calvin
says his
Klein
name is?
underwear.
Oh, right. Right. Okay, so yeah. So
I
Marty,
remember that. That's funny.
as
Yeah.
Marty's going over to the doc's house, and like an adult sees this teenager like going into the garage of this crazy old man and just like calls the cops, and the doc gets arrested because that's creepy.
Indeed.
And movie ends. Nobody
that's-
ever goes in time.
But nobody in the 80s would have done that because that was not frowned upon in the 80s.
Because now we have
Homeless
helicopter
people and
parents.
Well,
and
everywhere.
And also,
just coking homeless people.
now
There's
see,
just a single crack cocaine on the ground.
the only circumstances under which anyone would have wound up calling the cops was if Doc Brown was not using a DeLorean, but was in fact using a white kidnapper van.
I mean, I know people in today's
After-school
world
special.
that drive a white kidnapper van.
I do like that though, that the DeLorean is a
That
rape
would have
van.
changed. Yeah. Well, fun fact.
That got dark.
There was, we're going to get darker because apparently
Okay.
there was some kidnapping that happened not that long ago, and it was in a white kidnapper van. And I read it and I was like, how did you not know? White kidnapper van. You
Like-
should immediately keep your child away from
Just
them.
all children, any children out
So,
there,
back
don't go
to-
near white kidnapping vans.
Don't go near white people.
Just don't
folks.
go. Yeah. No, exactly.
PSA.
They can't be trusted.
PSA.
White people, they can't be trusted. Something Random podcast.
Something Random podcast.
This has been a PSA. Michael, do you
Is
have
that what it's brought to us by today? Our sponsor?
Our sponsor today are creepy white vans and the mistrust
And
of white people.
creepy white mans.
Creepy white mans. Manses.
Manses.
Menses.
Manses and vanses.
Michael, how do you think it should not have ended?
Well, I did not come prepared, but I did watch Westworld this morning, and it makes me think of the ending of the third movie when they go to the Wild West, and it turns out that Doc Brown actually starts Westworld.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So he like starts Westworld, and he, is just out there having his way in the West.
like you do.
Like you do with androids and things.
Hey.
I'm only on episode 3, so I have no idea what happens. But, it's good to know.
Right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for checking out the show. I am your host, Charles Joseph Kelly.
I'm Michael C. Macbeth.
Joel.
It never gets old. And as always, have yourself a wonderful week.
So what are we going to go do after this? Are we going to go get some drinks? Because
think-
Mama's craving a martini.
Maybe some Fat Shack.
Well, you know what's that
I
Fat
need
Shack? You know,
The mint Oreo.